like being in average movies.
The media says, you know, Whitney's a bad girl. She had an attitude problem.
Whitney Houston is hot under the collar from tabloid heat.
This was opening night last week in Miami. A spokesman for the theater said this performance began an hour late. The next day, Whitney's concert made news headlines.
The reviews are in on Whitney Houston's concert at $50 a pop. Some fans of the pop diva were not pleased with her performance. Now,
Miami radio call-in lines buzzed with reports that Houston was even rude to the audience.
Okay, tell us, what did you think?
She came out with an attitude. The show was so bad. She was even cruel to a little girl that came up and asked for her autograph.
I caught up with Whitney at Virginia's Wolf Trap Theater, where she confronted these reports head-on.
And you started in Miami.
Yes.
And that got off to kind of a rocky start.
Yeah.
I want to get your side of this whole thing. What happened in Miami?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
It was hot. 1,000 degrees. We were having a little technical problem, so it delayed the show a lot. They became very impatient and became a little unruly.
The crowd?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I stepped out on stage, and they were still a little upset, you know, about the time factor. So they started to boo and started to act kind of crazy and stuff, you know, and I just kind of told them how I felt about it.
What did you say?
I said to the audience, you know, my opening acts and myself, we worked very hard to give you the best that we've got, and all we ask from you is just a little courtesy. And that's exactly what I said. Yeah. Well, of course, the media says, you know, Whitney's a bad girl. She had an attitude problem, you know, which was not the case at all. Mm-hmm. You know, we you know, had a little thing in the beginning, but we became friends, and it was wonderful.
This latest flap comes on the heels of tabloid reports of troubles in her marriage to singer Bobby Brown and difficulties in regaining her figure. But the Whitney Houston I talked to bubbled like a newlywed.
I love being married. I love being married to Bobby. Right. We have a lot of fun together. We enjoy each other. We're friends.
And she was proud to be taking their 4-month-old daughter with her on tour.
I have a crib on the bus. There are bottles everywhere. There are toys everywhere.
I'm saving all my love for you.
And as Whitney took the stage on what was the 4th stop on her 8-week tour, it was clear to see that next to her family, it is the music that means everything to her. Bob Goen, Entertainment Tonight.
Today, the New York Post reported that Whitney Houston was rushed to the hospital last week after she took an overdose of diet pills. The paper says the singer, who was apparently frustrated by the pounds she put on during her recent pregnancy, was diagnosed with an irregular heartbeat. Not so. A spokesperson for Houston gave us the lowdown, saying the Post article is completely false. And the proof is that a healthy Houston will perform tonight at a Washington, D.C. fundraiser.
Sometimes that can make you crazy.
Whitney Houston is back on tour, but her very first show got off to a very rocky start.
So they started to boo and started to act kind of crazy and stuff, you know, and I just kind of told them how I felt about it.
What is going on with pop music superstar? Our Bob Goen gets behind the headlines and goes right to the source.
I want to get your side of this whole thing. What happened in Miami?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston back on the road and battling her critics on tomorrow's Entertainment Tonight.
Plus the undisputed queen of the moment, Whitney Houston.